One morning in the Himalayan mountains, a young boy noticed something strange. For the third day in a row, the same red panda was sitting on the same tree branch, watching him, not moving, not hiding, just staring. At first, the boy thought it was a coincidence. Maybe the animal simply lived in that tree. But the strange part wasn't where the red panda was sitting. The strange part was how it was watching him. The red panda didn't behave like wild animals normally do. It didn't run away. It didn't hide in the trees. Instead, it kept observing him, carefully, almost like it was waiting for something. And the longer the boy stayed in the forest, the more he started to realize something unsettling. This red panda wasn't just curious. It had been watching him for days. The boy who loved the forest. The boy's name was Arman. He lived in a small mountain village surrounded by bamboo forests. Most children his age spent their afternoons playing games in the village, but Arman preferred something different. He loved the forest. Every day after school, he would walk along the narrow trail that climbed into the bamboo hills. The forest was peaceful. Wind moved gently through the tall bamboo stems. Birds called from distant branches. And sometimes, if he was lucky, he would see animals. Deer, birds, even small foxes. But seeing a red panda was extremely rare. So when Arman noticed one sitting on a tree branch near the path, he felt incredibly lucky. At least, that's what he thought at first. The first time Arman noticed the red panda, it was late afternoon. Sunlight was slipping through the bamboo leaves. The animal sat quietly on a thick branch above the trail. Its fluffy, striped tail hung loosely behind it. Its small, round ears twitched slightly in the wind, and its dark eyes watched the forest carefully. Arman stopped walking. He didn't want to scare it. Red pandas are shy animals. They usually disappear into the trees as soon as they see a human. But this one didn't move. It simply stared at him. Arman smiled and whispered softly, "Don't worry, I won't hurt you." The red panda tilted its head slightly, but it stayed exactly where it was. After a few seconds, Arman continued walking. When he looked back, the red panda was still there, watching. The second encounter. The next day, Arman returned to the forest. As he reached the same section of the path, he slowed down. Something in his mind told him to look up, and there it was again, the same red panda, sitting on the same branch, watching him. Arman frowned. "That's strange," he murmured. "Wild animals rarely stay in the exact same place, especially when humans pass nearby." But the red panda remained calm. It wasn't afraid. It wasn't aggressive. It simply observed him, like a silent guard of the forest. Arman stood there for a moment. Then he did something unusual. He sat down on a rock nearby. If the panda wanted to watch him, he would watch the panda too. For several minutes, neither of them moved. The forest remained silent. Two creatures, studying each other. On the third day, Arman walked into the forest with a strange feeling. He didn't know why, but he was almost certain the red panda would be there again. And when he reached the same spot, his heart skipped. The panda was already waiting, perched calmly on the branch, looking down the path as if it had been expecting him. Arman laughed softly. "Okay, now this is weird." He waved his hand slightly. The red panda blinked slowly, still watching. Arman took a step forward. The panda didn't run. He took another step. Still nothing. The animal simply followed his movement with its eyes. That was when Arman realized something surprising. The red panda wasn't guarding the tree. It was watching him. The truth about the red panda. What Arman didn't know was that young red pandas are extremely curious. While adult red pandas usually avoid humans completely, younger ones sometimes observe unusual things in their environment. And Arman had unknowingly become one of those unusual things. Every afternoon at the same time, the boy walked through the forest. He moved slowly. He didn't shout. He didn't chase animals. To the red panda, this human behaved very differently from the others it had seen. So instead of hiding, it watched, trying to understand, trying to learn. The silent friendship. Over the next few days, a quiet routine formed. Every afternoon, Arman walked into the bamboo forest, and every afternoon, the red panda waited on the branch above the trail. Sometimes Arman would sit quietly beneath the tree. Sometimes he would simply wave and continue walking. But the red panda always remained there, observing, calm, curious. It wasn't exactly friendship. Wild animals rarely form friendships with humans, but something unusual had formed between them. A silent,